Hey there. Okay, so we are wrapping up our study of Psalm 23 here, and we're in verse 6, and I'm just going to read it and we'll go from here. So it says this, Psalm 23 and 6: Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This is again, incredibly powerful, and I felt like it needed its own space. I was getting a little long on the last video there, and I wanted to make sure you didn't get distracted by the length of it. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. So surely, there's no doubt of this fact. Think about that. Surely. David says surely. He has no question. There's no doubt about it. And goodness and mercy. Now, what's important here, this word, and I know this word, this is a little bit of Hebrew, but it's very, very basic Hebrew, but this is so deep, I just needed to show it to you a little bit. Mercy here is chesed, which is the Hebrew word for mercy or love, or it's often translated in some of the other more modern translations as loving kindness. That element of God's love will follow me all the days of my life. Now, this chesed love, loving kindness, loving faithfulness. It's God's covenant faithfulness to those that He's in covenant with. It's what renews His mercies every day. It is what causes Him to have never-ending mercies toward us. This chesed, love of God, is His covenant love and is therefore unfailing. It never fails. I do believe that when Paul, who's obviously a Jew, is writing 1 Corinthians 13 and it says love never fails, he's talking about the chesed love of God revealed in the Old Testament, because Paul was a Hebrew Bible scholar. He memorized the entire Old Testament. When he's talking about God's love, he's talking about God's unfailing covenant love to us that never fails. And this love, that love that Paul's talking about, that love that's reflected here, that chesed love, that love follows me. And again, you want to remember this. This is not a question, because this sentence started with surely. There's no doubt about this fact that the chesed love of God is following you all the days of your life. And then it says that because it's following, so check this out. This is a cool picture. The chesed love of God, the loving kindness of God, the goodness and mercy of God, they are following me. They're behind me. They're my rear guard. But remember, how did this whole chapter start? The Lord is my shepherd. So He is therefore leading me. He's in front of me. And God's chesed love and His goodness are following me. So we, my brothers and sisters, we are enveloped in God's care when He's our shepherd. We are literally surrounded by God's care and goodness. You are in with Him. That's why, too, when you're dealing with in the New Testament and you're reading Paul, and he's talking about being in Christ and being in covenant, and that we are, all these different pictures of being in the body. You are surrounded by Christ. You are surrounded by His goodness, His mercy, His love, His care, His provision. He is, no matter what it looks like around you, He is always setting you up for your next victory. He is always leading you through, no matter what, the darkest place. And he isn't even just leading you, he's behind you too. He's got you covered. You're his baby. He loves you. It's pretty awesome. The result of it, the result of his leading and of his care, is that I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. You see, if you'll follow Jesus, he'll always lead you home. He's working everything for your good. And if you just follow him, you can't be lost. Whether you're a Calvinist or whether you're Wesleyan in theology, and if you feel like you've been, called from eternity past and your salvation is secure, or whether, you believe that you've got a choice on whether you stay in covenant with Jesus Christ. Whatever you fall out on the theological spectrum, it doesn't matter. I'll tell you this. If you follow Jesus, you will make it home. And that is the product of our covenant with him and of his shepherding of us. I hope this blessed you, man. I hope that you feel it just a little bit like I feel it, because I feel it. And I'm just trying to follow, just like you. God bless you today. Follow Jesus. And watch him lead you through stuff that nobody should be able to make it through. The miracle of miracles is that you're even here now. God's leading. Let him lead you. Make him your shepherd. If you've never given your life to Jesus, do it. Because he's got a way planned for you. And it's way better than anything you could ever work out. God bless you today. We'll see you next time.